What up, gamers, tubers? Rabid Dog here, gamer extraordinaire, AMD enthusiast. Today we'll be changing out a power supply and doing some cable management. As you can see, there's a lot of cables and it's a disaster. I have a medium-sized ATX case. Not a lot of room, so when you're in there, be careful. What you will need: Phillips screwdriver, some zip ties. Don't really need a can of air duster, but while you're in there and it's opened up, might as well blow it all out. I'm replacing it. That 630 watt SS Raid Max with this 730 watt SS Raid Max. I've already removed the screws. There are 4 screws. I've already removed them in each corner. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take out all these wires and remove the power supply. As you can see, I've removed all the wires, taken out the power supply, and I have added another crucial 64 gig SSD, which I'll be running in RAID. That is a very simple application of putting into your hot swap box, slapping in a couple of screws, sliding it back in. Ta-da! So now I'll be running 128 gigs in RAID SSD, and for storage I have my 160 SATA. I will now put the power supply back in, the new one, and start cable management. Stay tuned. As you can see, I have put the new power supply in, which is very simple as just putting it in there and screwing it in. For bottom, now if you have a top model, on the top, it's best to lay the case on the side. Highly recommended you lay your case on the side if you have a top power supply. Okay, I will now start my wire management. I will plug in my other graphics card, my SSDs, my other hard drive, and my DVD drive. Power supply in, and it works. Here's a little tip. When you put your power supply in, hook up your motherboard power, go plug it in and turn it on. Because there's nothing worse than putting in new equipment, especially a power supply, when you're going to put in all them wires. You know, you put your power supply in, hook all your wires back up and whatnot, go turn it on and find out it's dead. And then you got to take all them wires back out. Not fun. It's very disappointing. So, drop it in, hook up the power to the motherboard, turn it on, fires up, shut it off, unplug it, hook up your wires. Wire management, which I didn't show in the video. There are holes, usually cut on the bottom or the top, depending on if you have a top or bottom mount power supply. What you do is you snake them wires up on the other side of your case when you remove your side panel. You zip tie them in or jam them underneath. And then you snake them out in the appropriate holes, which you usually cut. And this is done for presentation means and better airflow. If you have an exhibition side case, which I do not, you know, it's a clear side, you know, you can look in the window and everything's all nice and shiny. I've also stated that I was going to flip my power supply over fan down. I'd not do that for better airflow. I have not had a lot of room underneath my case, and I feel that I probably wouldn't be sucking in enough air. whereas I have holes cut in and a fan right there. I'd rather suck in air from the side, spit it right out the back. I hope this was informative to somebody. I hope it helps somebody out. I will be posting more videos as I upgrade or can think of it, or if I'm bored I feel like ripping apart my computer. Building a computer can be intimidating. When I first started, it was very intimidating. I fried a few parts. Nothing happens. You learn as you go. Part A can only plug into slot A. Part B can only plug into slot B. It's pretty much that simple. Well, this is Rabid Dog, AMD enthusiast, gamer extraordinaire. Frag on.